Hi everybody, Mature Simmer here. Welcome to this edition of Mods Worth Noting. So first off, not very many mods this week. There's basically a page and a half, which is probably the lowest I've seen. But there is Unload Potato Seeders, which lets you do exactly that. So that was always a challenge I did have, because if you rented something to plant potatoes, because you didn't want to own the potato equipment, for example, whatever seeds you put in, then suddenly you could not remove. So sometimes you were deciding, well, is it worth it to just kind of keep loading every little bit, but then sometimes you'd inevitably return it with potatoes in it. And you can also toggle between unloading as potatoes or as seed, which is also nice, because if you're not going to go ahead and continue with potatoes, if it was a one-time thing or something, say you were using the VIP order manager, then you could just throw it back out as seeds and then use it as anything with the magic seeds that you have in Farming Simulator. And similarly, there's also Unload Silage Additive, which does the same thing for that. Test Drive is definitely a unique mod, one of those that could be really useful, not one I've thought of specifically, but definitely fills a need. So if you're trying to test a vehicle to see if it's compatible with your implements or if it's going to fit in a very specific space, let's say you've got a barn door you want to get it through, but you don't want to buy it and then suddenly find out, oh, it doesn't work. This mod allows you to test drive any drivable vehicle free of charge if it's below $100,000. The test drive lasts 2 minutes in either case in real time. If the vehicle is over $100,000, you're going to be charged an insurance fee of 0.3% of the value of the vehicle. So interesting option, but something to give you something to think about if you need that capability. And finally, I'm just including this one because it's a bit odd. Wind generators made with barrels. You can get 3 different sizes, and they're basically going to give you daily earnings with a daily maintenance cost, and I assume they're animated and rotate around. That is it for this edition of Mods Worth Noting. I will see you next time.